Hello, my name is Shrapsina, and today we are going to learn about the types of linked list. So, in the previous video, we have learned about the linked list, and today we will learn its types in a more detailed manner, like we have discussed in the previous video. So, let's begin. The following are the types of linked list: singly linked list, doubly linked list, circular linked list, and doubly circular linked list. So, before knowing about the types of linked list, we should know that what is linked list. So, to know about that, I have already made a video about that introduction part of linked list. So, please do check that part earlier and then come to this video. So, what is singly linked list? It is the commonly used linked list in programs. If we are talking about linked list, it means it is a singly linked list. The singly linked list is a data structure that contains two parts. That is, one is the data part and the other one is the address part, which contains the address of the next or the successor node. The address part in a node is also known as a pointer. Suppose we have three nodes and the addresses of these three nodes are 100, 200 and 300 respectively. The representation of three nodes as a linked list is shown in the diagram. So from the diagram we can say that we are observing in the figure that there are three different nodes having addresses 100, 200 and 300 respectively. The first node contains the address of the next node, that is 200. The second node contains the address of the last node, that is 300. The third node contains the null value in its address part, as it does not point to any node. The pointer that holds the address of the initial node is known as the head pointer. The linked list which is shown in the diagram is known as singly linked list, as it contains only a single link, right? You can see. So in this list only forward traversal is possible. We cannot traverse in the backward direction as it has only one link in the list, right? Here we can say. So let me think for a second, maybe 1 minute. So suppose data type right. So in this representation we see that we have defined a user defined structure named a node containing two members. The first one is data of integer type and the other one is the pointer of the node type. So this is the representation of a node in a singly linked list. Then what is doubly linked list? As the name suggests, the doubly linked list contains two pointers. We can define the doubly linked list as a linear data structure with three parts, that is, the data part and the other two address parts. In other words, we can say that a doubly linked list is a list that has three parts in a single node. Includes one node part, a pointer to its previous node and a pointer to the next node. Suppose we have three nodes and the addresses of these nodes are 100, 200 and 300 respectively. The representation of these nodes in a double linked list is shown below, right? So from the following figure we can observe that the node in a double linked list has two address parts. One part stores the address of the next, while the other part of the node stores the previous node's address. The initial node in the double linked list has the null value in the address part, which provides the address of the previous node. So let me make another representation. So Spark node next. The previous one. Right? So in this representation, I have defined a user-defined structure named a node with three members. One is data of integer type and the other two are the pointers, that is the next and the previous of the node type. The next pointer variable holds the address of the next node and the previous pointer holds the address of the previous node and the next pointer holds the address of the next node. So the type of both the pointers, that is next and previous, is the struct node, as both the pointers are storing the address of the node of the struct node type, right? So this is the representation of the node in a doubly linked list. Now coming to the circular linked list. A circular linked list is a variation of a singly linked list. The only difference between the singly linked list and the circular linked list is that the last node does not point to any node in a singly linked list. So its link part contains a null value, right? So again I am repeating that the last node does not point to any node in a singly linked list. So its link part contains a null value. On the other hand, the circular linked list is a list in which the last node connects to the first node. So the link part of the last node holds the first node's address. The circular linked list has no starting and ending node. We can traverse in any direction, that is either backward or forward. So let me make write a structure. Right here it is already written that struct node integer of data and struct node which is of pointing to the next. So a circular linked list is a sequence of elements in which each node has a link to the next node and the last node is having a link to the first node. So the representation of the circular linked list will be similar to the single linked list as shown below. So in case of doubly circular linked list, the doubly circular linked list has the features of both of the circular linked list and doubly circular linked list. So from the diagram we can say that it shows the representation of the doubly circular linked list in which the last node is attached to the first node that and thus creates a circle. It is a doubly linked list also because each node holds the address of the previous node also. The main difference between the doubly linked list and doubly circular linked list is that the doubly circular linked list does not contain the null value in the previous field of the node. And as the doubly circular linked list contains three parts, that is two address parts and one data part, so its representation is similar to the doubly linked list. So the representation, if I can explain that this representation which I have explained in the doubly linked list, right? So that representation will be same in case of doubly circular linked list also. So that's all from my side. Today we have learned about the types of linked list and their representation. In the next lecture we will learn about another important topic of data structure, which is beneficial for engineers and for the students who is learning data structure right now. So till then, bye bye.